Guess who's back in the house? It's Samantha here with Samantha Race the Recipe, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're having a face-off. So this guy to my left is Jeremy. He's my brother-in-law, and we are having a bake-off. So my sister's pregnant. She wants shortbread cookies. We will oblige. But we're gonna see who has the best recipe. Is it Martha Stewart from her Everyday Cooking channel, or is it John Cannell from the Preppy Kitchen? We're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be my recipe that wins because I'm a winner, but we will let her decide and we'll see how it goes. Now, if you are a lover of sports, be sure to please subscribe to my brother-in-law's channel at The Solid Grip. Make sure you follow him on all his social media. That stuff will be linked below. For now, let's just get into it. The battle will begin. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He quiet because he sounds like what? Not a winner. Let's get started.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is J.R. Wilson. As Samantha said before, I'm her brother-in-law, loving brother-in-law, that's married to her beautiful and wonderful sister. And we having a bake-off today, that's for sure. We making shortbread cookies. I'm making Martha Stewart shortbread cookies. And guess what? They about to be off the chain, you understand? Real swift like. So we gonna get straight off into this thing and don't play with it, but stay with it. You follow me? So the first thing that we gonna do is we need 2 sticks of unsalted butter, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't put one in there already. When this other one here was for optics, you know what I mean? So I forgot to do that before, but I'm gonna go ahead and put one in. And if y'all wondering why I got these gloves on, cause I'm about to get surgical with it. All right, so the first thing we wanna do is put the butter in there with the confection sugar, 3/4 cup, and we gonna blend it till it's splendiferous. Splendiferous, matter of fact, that's what I meant to say, but anyway, it don't matter. But we gonna put that in there. Boom. Push that thing shut. Now, y'all probably heard her say that we have a sports show on YouTube. It's called The Solid Grip. Y'all please go subscribe to that. That don't mean I don't do other things, like baking. So we about to do this right here. All right, so what Samantha probably didn't tell y'all is that her and I used to have a baking company called Bakery Blessings where we did cupcakes and all sort of different delectables. So I have a little experience in this, not as much as she does, but I'm a competitor. As I said before, I have The Solid Grip, I have a sports show, and I'm a competitor, and I'm about to blast off on her real quick like. So, all right, if I didn't tell y'all before, I'm using a paddle attachment right here on the KitchenAid mixer, because I just like the way it mixes better. I don't want the whisk on there to make it all fluffy. But I had to add some salt, kosher salt at that, if you can see it in there. And I put it in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And now I'm just going to kind of whisk it together so that I can add it right up in here. You follow what I'm saying? So this is what I'm going to do right here. Just incorporate it real good like that there. Yes, sir. Make sure it's all in there good, mixed in there good. We ain't about to get crazy. Yeah, so, all right, I feel like it's all in there, you know, and I'm gonna just go on and add it up in here delicately, and I'm gonna pour it in all at one time. Some people like to put it in a little bit at a time, but it's all or nothing for me, you dig? Yeah, just like that. So put this down here. I'm gonna put it back in here, lock it up. Some people don't lock it up. I've seen on YouTube and the thing just get to flying everywhere, but we gonna lock it up and put it on slow and let that thing percolate, all right, y'all, so I've incorporated everything into this bowl, and I'm gonna take a line from my son. When you make food, you gotta taste food. So let's heat with that hit like real quick. Oh, yes, sir. Tastes like happiness. Samantha, prepare for your demise. All right, we're gonna put that over there. So what I did right here, if y'all can see, is I laced this 8x8 pan, okay? In Martha Stewart, they use a 9x13, but I'm making it in the 8x8. And I laced it with some parchment paper. And what I did was I put some butter, I melted some butter, got my little, matter of fact, I'll show it to you. This right here, got this here, dipped it in some butter, swished it all around, and I stuck my parchment paper in there. So when I get everything out the oven, I can just pull these handles right here and lift. You dig? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put this in here, and I don't know where my spatula is, but we're gonna start off here, and we're gonna pour it in there. All right, so now that we've taken everything from here and put everything in here, now we want to spread that thing around evenly. Now, they use a spatula, but I'm using the spirit fingers, you dig? Just like this here. And I'm going to mash it in there. That's an old school word right there, mash. When my grandpa used to teach me how to drive sometimes, he'd be like, Jeremy, mash on the pedal. And yeah, but we going to mash it in there and till it's all even. You know what? There's a Mexican restaurant around the corner from my house, and the tias, the aunties, when they making them tacos, if they ain't touching them with their hands, I don't even want to eat them, because they in there putting love into it. And everything that comes from your hands is all incorporated into here. So it's made with love, and that's what this gonna be made with. Because my wife wants shortbread cookies, and I love them. You did. So that's when you put the
Yeah. That won't be enough to say.
All right, so I got everything in here evenly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put some slits in there, so when it bakes, it's still gonna kind of congeal together, but it'll be easier for me to cut it once I get it out of the oven, you dig? So I'm gonna get a knife that I should have had here, but I don't. But I'm gonna go on and grab it real quick. Bam, ain't nothing to it but to do it. And I'm gonna slice it, 3 times 3 is 9, right? I'm gonna slice it just like that, boom. Right here with it, right here with it. Yep, right here with it, lost my count. Right here with it. All right, and then we're gonna go and put this thing in the oven and see what it do. All right, back at it like a jackrabbit. And what I didn't tell y'all before is before I put what I had in the oven, I actually had to put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, let that thing chill real quick, then slide it on in the oven. You did what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did. I put it in the oven at 300, let that thing cook, no, bake, excuse me, let me not disrespect. I let it bake for 50 minutes, and now I pulled it out. Let's take a look at it. So now what we have here actually is, y'all remember I told you about this parchment paper. Now I'm about to show you why I used this parchment paper and I laced the inside with that good old butter. So this is why I did it, because I wanted it to be able to be easy to take out. You see that? Yes, Lord. Bam. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a knife, and right where I made my lines at before, I'm gonna go ahead and chop that into pieces, and then we're gonna taste this thing and see what it hit like, Jack. All right, so I'm gonna get my knife, which I should have had prepared again and did not, but bam, here it is again. So right here down these seams right here, that's what we gonna cut it. All right, ooh, my God. Hello, Christmas. It's looking good, y'all. I ain't lying to you. It's smelling like a blessing. Smelling like a blessing.
So now that you've seen the rest, it's time for the best. Now here's the thing I was thinking about when he was making his little recipe. Pretty much the ingredients are the same, right? It's powdered sugar, it's flour, it's butter, it's salt. Boom. But mine are gonna be better. It's the way I mix it. So we're gonna begin with 10 tablespoons of butter. Boom, plopped it right in. Now we're gonna cream the butter until it's pretty fluffy before we start adding in our powdered sugar. So while our butter is whipping, I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm a good eyeballer when it comes to that. So that might be the real only ingredient variation between Jeremy and my recipe. Okay? So I'm going to scrape down. Ooh, I locked it. I couldn't lift it up. Y'all saw that? So I'm gonna scrape down the sides real quick, and then I'm gonna add in our powdered sugar and mix that in. I couldn't pick up the bowl. Child, get my life under control. Okay, so now that that's in there, we're gonna turn that back on, let it mix up a little bit more. Okay, so y'all see I have the powdered sugar and the butter all nice and mixed in. It is light and fluffy, almost white. So now we're gonna add in our 180 grams of all-purpose flour, and half a teaspoon of salt is in here as well. Boom, boom, boom. And y'all don't be skipping on the salt in y'all baking recipes. You know that's what brings the flavor out, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start slow, then mix it up pretty quick. And this dough gonna come together super fast. It's shaggy right now. Shaggy. It's getting moistened. Now I'm gonna go even faster. And then what I'm gonna do is, y'all see that dough? It's a little bit of unmixed butter. So I'm gonna just scooch it down, right? Back into the bowl. In the weirdest way possible, obviously. And then kind of just turn it around real quick in there. Y'all saw the little thing came off, I swear. Okay, so boom, put that in there like that. I'm gonna turn the mixer on one more time, and then we're gonna pack it in some saran wrap and refrigerate it for about 20 minutes. Then we're gonna bake it at 350 for 10 minutes. Okay, so now our dough has come together, and we're gonna just put it in saran wrap. I have a little bit of flour here just to try to help me with the sticking. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hands so my hands don't get sticky. Boom. And then I'm gonna just turn it out. And he basically shaped the dough into like a little brick type situation because we're gonna cut our cookies. So slide that on out. Now he ended up, I'm gonna get a little bit more flour on my hands. He ended up kind of halfway rolling it out a little bit, boom. And see, it's like putty. I love it, I love it. Okay, boom, boom. Making it a brick. Getting rid of those creases. And he said, smack it, smack it. Okay, boom. So you see it's kind of like turning into a bit of a brick. So I'm gonna fold it over here. This guy will go into the refrigerator for 20 minutes to get, you know, solid. And then we'll slice it and bake it. Okay, so now our dough has been chilling for about 20 minutes in the refrigerator. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour, you saw me to do, on our surface. And slice them up. Unsheath your sword. And pull out the dough. Pull out the dough. Slide it to the side. Cut off that butt. Oh, it's so cute. Nice and smooth. Okay, so then here's where a little thick. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but like that big, that thick. That's what we're doing. All right, so there we have it. So I'm gonna put them all on our baking tray. He used a seal pad, so I'm using a seal pad. And then he used a skewer, he being John Cannell from Preppy Kitchen. He used a skewer to dock the cookies with, the shortbread cookies with, so I'll do the same. Here's our skewer, and we're just gonna dock a few holes in there. Now, I don't really play dominoes, but in my mind, I was like, I should make these into little dominoes because that would be cute. All right, guys, so we are back. Both shortbread recipes have been baked. Mine from John Cannell and the Preppy Kitchen. Jeremy's is from Martha Stewart, Everyday Cooking.
Yes.
Everyday Cooking. So I think that they both came out visually stunning. I think they both look great. I will give Jeremy 10 points for his plating. At first it was looking shaky. I ain't gonna lie, but he pulled through with the symmetry. Okay, so I mean, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Anything you want to say?
Nah, man, I think that we just need to go on ahead and put these shortbreads on our palate and see what it's hitting like. Okay, and so this we got to be honest right here, Sammy, because we don't have no blindfold.
Right.
We don't have nobody to test it out. We got to test it out, and I'm gonna be honest.
I am too.
I'm gonna be honest. So
now I will tell you this: these freeze-dried raspberries from Trader Joe's, they cute, but they taste like piss. You hear me? Piss, horse. It's urinish. It's gross. I use these in another recipe. The Amelia crepe cakes from, what was it from? You don't even know.
Baby France.
No, crepe cakes from Great British Baking Show on Netflix. That's where they came from. So I needed them for like the, what did these go for? It was for the garnish, just like now. You see, don't nobody want to eat them. but they cute today. Long story short, short story long, whatever you want to say. So let's trade. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Would you like to, I'm going to let you.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do it because I was going to grab you one. My hands are clean. I'm going to take this one.
I know they are. Boom.
Right here.
Here we are. I'm going to put it on my little plate because I brought a little plate.
Okay.
Scoot you to the side. Beautiful plate. Y'all see it. Okay. And I'm even going to scoot this to the side, okay? We both have some cinnamon tea. Just for Dunkin'. I know people be having tea with their shortbread cookies. That's like European. I don't know. Let's do it. I'm going to taste first.
To you.
Okay,
to
cheers.
You. All right. They're good. Mm-hmm. They're good. They taste like I remember my grandmother having these when I was a kid.
Okay, so see, I never ate shortbread cookies when I was a kid. Even though when I was a Girl Scout, we sold shortbread cookies, right? I never ate them though. These are good. Let me know. I ain't trying to front. What I think though is that they thick.
Let me taste it. Because I haven't even tasted it.
Me neither.
Let me see.
But I like the crumbliness. You see what I'm saying? But if I dunk them, because that's what I feel like need to be happening. I feel like that's going to make it, bomb.
Okay. So let me tell you what I think.
I haven't tasted mine yet, but go ahead and tell me.
You should taste yours. Honestly,
They're the same?
if I was serving somebody, I'm going with these right here.
Okay.
But
Like a winner?
Huh?
You say like a winner?
I would pick yours as the winner because if I'm presenting them to somebody, I want them to look like that. Mine don't look as awesome. Mine look more like cornbread. But the taste, when you bite into these right here,
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know anything about manna. If you want to know Exodus 16, go read it on your own.
Okay.
But this is what this tastes like. When you bite into it.
You ain't never had no manna. He ain't never had no heavenly manna. I don't know about y'all. If you know the Lord, love the Lord, okay? He ain't never had no manna outside to gather up, to taste it, okay? Tastes like the scrolls that old buddy had to have. Who was that had to eat that scroll? Tastes like honey going down when it made him sick.
Ezekiel and John. But overall, when you bite into the ones that I made, they have a sweet, savory, like a salty / sweet taste to them. When I bite into Samantha's, they taste like something you would want to eat with tea, right? So I would say, for me, the taste of mine is better. The look of hers is better. But if I had to serve them, I would pick hers as the winner. So that's how I would rate it. And the recipe for these was very easy. And I'm gonna give Samantha's cookie, I'm gonna say a 3.5 out of 5.
That's what I would give them too.
Yeah.
That's what I would give them too. Here's the thing, guys. Shortbread cookies are not like some kind of complex thing that people can change up a whole lot. Like you could add maybe some lemon zest or things like that, different extracts, and that would make it taste different. But for me, the only difference between mine and yours is the mouthfeel. So for me, mine are more pleasant in the mouth. And I have a weird thing about how things feel in my mouth. As texturally, that's why I think mine are better. But for the taste wise, I feel like they're the same. Don't be making faces when I say how things are in my mouth. You listen, mouthfeel matters. Mouthfeel matters.
You gonna get a shirt made that says that? They're not walking around.
But yeah, leave a comment. But I need to start making some merch. Mouthfeel matters. They're gonna be $10. Come on, hit me up. So what I would say is the flavor. I give both recipes a 3.5. Right. The only difference, in my opinion, between Preppy Kitchen's recipe and the Martha Stewart Everyday Cooking recipe is that my recipe had vanilla, but it was such a small amount even that I don't even feel like it made a big difference in the taste. Mouthfeel, though, for these, and I will take into consideration that yours should have been in a larger pan. Yeah. And I think that would have even made a difference in the thickness of them. So what I would say is they both get a 3.5 for me for the taste. And I give them both a 5 for the easy recipe. These didn't take, but you saw it a hot second to smash it in the same bowl, whip it up, let it chill, and put it in the oven. So I give them a 5 for the easy recipe. What you think?
I think the same. It was 4 ingredients for me: confection sugar, flour, salt, along with butter. That's all that it took to make them. And so something that easy. The difference was mine cooked for 50 minutes, 50.
No, that blew me. When you said it, I was like, no, you mean 15. 15 minutes. You kept saying 50. I'm like, this man can't read.
It was on the transcription.
But it was 50 minutes, but it threw me out. But mine baked yours was at 300 degrees baking temperature. Mine was at 350 baking temperature. And mine did not. I'm glad you said that. Mine actually didn't bake for 10 minutes like he said. And you know, everybody's oven is different. I ended up actually baking mine for about 13 minutes because when I first pulled them out, they were like super blonde, definitely underbaked. But 13 minutes, you see the bottom? That's how a cookie should be. Not too dark, not too light. Just right, paper bag brown, I guess. But this was fun. I feel like we should do this again.
Yeah.
So once again, guys, I do just want to thank Jeremy. I keep calling you Jeremy. I know you're like, why she don't call me JR? Because I just don't. I don't. Right, but. Follow JR on all his social media down below. Be sure to subscribe to his channel, The Solid Grip, right here on YouTube. If you love sports, if you don't love sports, but you loved his content here, then support the brother, okay? And I really do appreciate everybody who's watching and sharing the videos. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have a recipe that you want to bake or that looked interesting to you, but you don't know if it's worth your time, drop it in the comments below and maybe Samantha will rate your recipe. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later.